I want to go straight across to Anvit. Anvit, what are the details that are emerging? You were talking about the make of the aircraft, a special pilots required to have special qualifications to fly the aircraft in question, the Learjet. It's a commercial plane. Many businessmen own it. Many prominent people across the world own it. It flies at great speeds. It's smaller than, of course, normal commercial airliners, but it is a very effective aircraft. And you can see on the left of your screens, huge number of supporters there grieving, mourning the passing of Mr. Ajit Pawar. Anvit, over to you.
Right, Rahul. See, this aircraft is usually used for regional connectivity, and Barmer and Mumbai also have roughly about 250 kilometers of distance, and that is probably why this aircraft was preferred. And we are also learning from the sources that there are certain issues with this aircraft also. And previously, last year there was an accident in Philadelphia also, and there have been incidents in 2005 also, and previously in 2001 as well regarding this particular aircraft. And therefore, there have been warnings that have been issued, and not just one model. This was Learjet 45. There have been warnings on 60, 28 and many other models of Learjet, and mainly the problem was with the landing gear, which probably it's being said that usually either collapsed or malfunctioned while attempting landing, and that is the problem that probably appears to be possibly subject to detailed inquiry though, but because the officials are saying that the incident took place while attempting a landing, so there could be a reason that probably the same defect played in here as well, but that's certainly subject to detailed investigation. Now we are learning from the sources in DGCA and Airport Authority of India that teams will certainly reach the spot, and there will be multiple layers of investigation that will be started, because this is a plane crash. So the team that will reach, they will certainly start with studying the wreckage distribution of the plane which has landed, so which has crash landed. So it will tell them as to in what was the roughly about speed, because FDR will also be, flight data recorder will also be retrieved, and black box will also be retrieved. So it will give information about what actual situation was the aircraft in its last moment. Also, a cockpit voice recorder and the conversation of the pilots in the last moment with the ATC, whether they had conveyed that there is a problem with the landing gear, whether they had conveyed any other problem, what was the last moment communication, that also will be looked into. Other than that, entire wreckage distribution will be studied, and topography and weather condition in the last moment will also be read to identify what could have led to this issue, whether any external force led to it, or there could be a technical aspect that led to this crash. So a detailed investigation will be done. We are learning that officers from DGCA will reach there shortly. Mostly local authorities have already reached the spot, and senior officers are also on their way. As far as the aircraft is concerned, it's a small aircraft, 6 to 8 seater. We are being told 5 people were on board. We are being told officially by the DGCA that has issued a statement saying that none of them have survived, and they have also confirmed that Ajit Pawar was on board the plane. Further, if we talk about this incident, we are also learning that probably those who were to take the flight, they were also informed about some technicality on this plane, but that certainly is the details will come on later, and it will be premature to talk about that. But yeah, certainly there have been issues with this aircraft, and this was also a Learjet 45 that took off from Mumbai around 8:10, roughly a distance covering a distance of roughly about 250 kilometers, and around 9:12 it was that ATC was finally informed that the flight has crashed, and it has went up to flames, and none of the 5 on board have survived the crash.
Well, viewers, if you're just tuning in, let me quickly sum up what has been happening before I bring in Rohit Chandrakar and also, of course, Arunima. What you're seeing on your screens, viewers, is a devastating aftermath of a plane crash that has taken place. Learjet has crashed into the firmament in Baramati district of Maharashtra, which also happens to be the home turf of the Pawar family. Aboard this Learjet were 6 individuals, including the Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Mr. Ajit Pawar. The visuals that you're seeing are of the aftermath of the wreckage. You can still see the wreckage burning in the fields, in the open fields, after the pilot tried to attempt a forced landing. Why this was done, we don't quite know. Was it a technical issue? Was there any other unrelated factor? We can't confirm as of now. But the fuselage pictures show that there's a tail fin which has survived, but the rest of the fuselage, including the engines, just about every other component of this aircraft has been reduced to ashes. We're also being told that all individuals on board, including Mr. Ajit Pawar, have lost their lives in this very unfortunate, devastating air crash, which has shocked the country, coming as it is on the back of another air crash that shook, in fact, all of us, all Indians across the board, when an Air India flight had crashed right after takeoff in Ahmedabad. And these pictures are bringing back those memories and are, of course, flooding our conscience because air accidents are rare. And when they do happen, usually there are attendant devastating consequences. And here, unfortunately, there are no survivors. Ajit Pawar has passed away this morning. We're being told that at 9:12 this morning, ATS received information of the crash. The plane took off from Mumbai at about 10 past 8, so about 45 minutes to an hour later, it crashed. And it crashed as it was attempting to land in Baramati. Let me just open this up, because if you've just joined this broadcast, we're being told that the Pawar family is rushing to Baramati. We're showing you pictures from outside the hospital, where, of course, thousands of the Pawar family supporters have congregated to mourn the passing of Ajit Pawar. I also want to bring in Payal, who's reporting on the DGCA aspect of this and the inquiries going forward. And right after, I'll bring in Rohit Chandrakar, senior journalist who knows a lot about Maharashtra and how this is going to perhaps impact not just Maharashtra politics, but national level politics too. Payal, over to you.
Yes, what we do understand, Rahul, from the DGCA is that they're going to be setting up an inquiry as far as that is concerned. And the black box will essentially be holding the key as far as this investigation really goes to understand what really happened. But what the DGCA has been able to tell us that right at the start of the runway, there was a crash landing that the aircraft did, and the aircraft immediately burst into flames as well. And that is something which they have really right now. But it is a matter of investigation to find out, because if that happened because of any technicality, or if that happened because of lack of fuel, etc. So nothing is being ruled out as of now. An inquiry certainly will be ordered. But like I said, the black box will certainly hold the key. And the DGCA has already begun to assess to see what really caused this crash landing at this juncture.
As possible, because as you know, viewers, first responders would have rescued all of those who needed to be, and of course recovered the body parts, etc., and the remains of those that did not make it. And as of now, I'm not trying to hazard a guess, because miracles do happen, but from all the indications coming from the ground, it does appear that there are no survivors. And those devastating pictures tell you the story really of just how improbable the prospect of anyone making it through. But miracles do happen. But these are pictures that are coming from the capital, New Delhi, where a large number of people are now congregating at Ajit Pawar's home in the Union capital, or perhaps residents of the Pawar family, maybe the residents of Supriya Sule. We'll try to get you more updates on that. But those are pictures of those who are coming to obviously extend their condolences to the Pawar family. The Pawar family will be leaving very soon for Baramati to also, of course, conduct the last rites. It is in Baramati that the Pawars founded their political ambitions, and it is in Baramati that one of them has met his end in very, very grievous circumstances.